Since the concept of a Messiah is one that was given by God to the Jews, Jewish tradition is best qualified to describe and recognize the expected Messiah. This tradition has its foundation in numerous biblical references, many of which are cited below. Judaism understands the Messiah to be a human being with no connotation of deity or divinity, who will bring about certain changes in the world and who must fulfill certain specific criteria before being acknowledged as the Messiah. These specific criteria are as follows. 1. He must be Jewish. 2. He must be a member of the tribe of Judah and a direct male descendant of both King David and King Solomon. 3. He must gather the Jewish people from exile and return them to Israel. 4. He must rebuild the Jewish temple in Jerusalem. 5. He must bring world peace. 6. He must influence the entire world to acknowledge and serve one God. All of these criteria for the Messiah are best stated in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, 24 through 28 on the verses. And my servant David will be a king over them, and they will all serve one shepherd, and they will walk in my ordinances and keep my statutes and observe them, and they shall live on the land that I gave to Jacob my servant. And I will make a covenant of peace with them. It will be an everlasting covenant, and I will set my sanctuary in their midst forever, and my dwelling place shall be with them. And I will be their God, and they will be my people. And the nations will know that I am the Lord, who sanctifies Israel, when my sanctuary is in their midst forever. If an individual fails to fulfill even one of these conditions, he cannot be the Messiah. Why Jesus could not have been the Jewish Messiah? A careful analysis of these criteria shows us that although Jesus was Jewish, he did not fulfill any of the other criteria. An examination of the contradictory accounts of Jesus' genealogy demonstrates a number of difficulties with the fulfillment of the second criterion. Specifically, the New Testament claims that Jesus did not have a physical father. The Jewish scripture, however, clearly states that a person's genealogy and tribal membership is transmitted exclusively through one's physical father. Therefore, Jesus cannot possibly be a descendant of the tribe of Judah, nor of King David and King Solomon. There are even further problems with any attempts to use the Jewish scriptures to prove Jesus' genealogy through Joseph, the husband of Mary, Jesus' mother. For the New Testament claims that Joseph was a descendant of King Jeconiah, who, in the Hebrew Bible, was cursed to never have a descendant sitting on the throne of David and ruling any more in Judah. Joseph's genealogy, if it were transmittable to Jesus, would only serve to further disqualify Jesus as the Messiah. Finally, there is the problem of the contradictory accounts of Jesus' genealogy in Matthew chapter 1, Luke chapter 3. The common Christian explanation of this contradiction claims that Luke's genealogy is that of Jesus' mother, Mary. However, this is unfolded, even according to the Greek original. In addition, if it has already been established that genealogy is transferred solely through the father, making his explanation completely irrelevant. Even if one could trace one's genealogy through one's mother, there would be the additional problem that Luke 3:31 lists, Mary as a descendant of David through Nathan, Solomon's brother, and not through Solomon himself, as required according to the prophecy in 1 Chronicles chapter 22, verse 10 of the Jewish Bible. The third, fourth, fifth, and sixth criteria have obviously not been fulfilled. neither during Jesus' time nor since. Any Christian claims that these final criteria were fulfilled in a second coming are irrelevant because the concept of the Messiah coming twice has no scriptural basis. To summarize, we cannot know that someone is the Messiah until he fulfills all of the above criteria. The Christian understanding of the Messiah and Jesus differs greatly from the Jewish biblical view. These differences developed as a result of the Church's influence during the time of the Emperor Constantine and the Council of Nicaea that issued Nicene Creed in 325 CE. The Messiah was never meant to be an object of worship. His primary mission and accomplishment is to bring world peace and to fill the world with the knowledge and awareness of one God.